And to all those affected, I want to say, we are deeply sorry.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and we're nearing the end of, I'm guessing, this trash fire that was Warcraft 3 Reforged, but I've got some new information, including a very specific survey Blizzard sent me to try and fix the game, as well as their reaction to all the backlash. See, Blizzard wants you to feel bad for them because, you know, they're people too.
We're sorry.
Reception, this according to GameSpot, Blizzard reacts to Warcraft 3 Reforged's negative reception. Quote, "It's been a hard week." Are you kidding? No, 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 no! I'm not giving you any breaks. All right? You've been working on this game for how long? And not as long, however, as the Warcraft 3 community has been waiting for it. All right? The Warcraft 3 community came out in huge numbers to support this game, and you spat in their face, which is why you ended up with a 0.5. The article reads, this is by Eddie McCook. The release of Warcraft 3 Reforged did not go as well as Blizzard would have wanted. Bull! Bull! That's the thing. Nobody forced Blizzard to release this game in the state that it was. That's what I don't get. Blizzard is like, oh, well, we really, oh, man, you know, we really wish it would have gone better. Then do better. Then delay the game a month and get it right. Why not now when the entire gaming community is already used to it?
I always thought the most important rule was why do today what you can put off till tomorrow. What is today but yesterday's tomorrow?
We just had Cyberpunk delayed. We just have Final Fantasy VII Remake delayed. The community would have been fine with it. But no, your greedy parent company Activision said, nope, cram it out the door. We've got to realize this revenue before the end of the financial quarter. That's what it was. Not long after release, fans remarked the remaster of the iconic RTS was lacking in several areas. Now Blizzard's president has responded promising future updates to improve the experience. Why wasn't it in the game? JL and Brack, by the way, after your absolutely lily-livered, pathetic apology over Blitzchung, I strongly dislike you. Anything that you say to me is meaningless. And if something is causing you personal anguish at work, I don't feel bad for you. Jalen Brack says, honestly, it's been a bit of everybody hurts. It's been a bit of a hard week, Jalen Brack said during an Activision Blizzard earnings call. Our community has come to expect really amazing things from us, and we've heard from them that we have not achieved that bar. You think? Brack went on to say that Blizzard plans to support Reforged in the future with updates. Well, I would hope so. While it also aims to communicate with fans about the next steps for improving the games. Imagine screwing up this opportunity so badly. A game that's nearly 20 years old, right? You had a chance. This is your marketing pitch before you blizzarded it up. Blizzarded it up. All right? Hey, fellow gamers. This game, one of the highest rated RTSs in history, has now been remastered for an entirely new Blizzard audience. Please give money. And here's the customer's like, yay, it's great, here's my money. But instead, you don't get any of that money. You completely messed it up. We stand behind our games and have constantly shown that we not only support them, but we continue to build on them even after launch. We're committed to doing so here as well. Well, somebody's got to stand behind it. I mean, you took our money, right? The executive is repeating what Blizzard's own Randy Jordan said earlier this week. Jordan took to the company's forums. By the way, I don't like dogpiling on this CM, community manager. I don't think that's fair. And a lot of articles are reporting it as his like full name. I don't want this dude, you know dang well he was only posting what corporate told him to. I don't really hold it on the community manager in this case. The executive is repeating what Blizzard's own Randy Jordan said earlier this week. Jordan took to the company's forums to discuss Blizzard's plans for Reforged, specifying the team is, quote, fully committed to supporting the game. No kidding! Because you want to keep selling us stuff. Quote, this includes preparing a patch scheduled to go live later this week that will address mismatched color and shading modules, portrait animations and audio bugs, UI fixes, and more. Okay, so it took you less than a week to, as you put it, correct a majority of the visual issues with the game. Now, this does not answer any of the critiques or criticisms of things that were promised in the game that were never delivered. But if it only took you a week to fix so much of it, why didn't you just delay a week, you absolute morons?
But I want it now!
I know why. You're greedy. You're more greedy than you're moronic. On the greedy moronic scale, you know, you're kind of moronic, but you're also super greedy. Many fans have noted that certain cutscenes failed to live up to what Blizzard had previously shown during BlizzCon 2018. Jordan said the lack of reanimated cutscenes was essentially to keep the original spirit of Warcraft 3 intact. You smell that? That smells like some grade A BS. We left it crappy because we knew you liked the crappy experience. That's why. I mean, come on, Blizzard customers. You can't let this go. You can't let that slide. Hey, we left these bugs in there because we thought they added character. You know, there were a lot of game-breaking bugs back in 2000 when this game came out. We decided we'd leave them in so you would still get that nostalgic feel. We did not want the in-game cutscenes to steer too far from the original game, Jordan said. We went a little deeper into the thought process behind the show, but main takeaway is that the campaigns tell one of the classic stories in the Warcraft history, and we want to preserve the true spirit of Warcraft 3. Bull! We want to say sorry to those of you who didn't have the experience you wanted. We're sorry you were disappointed. It's your fault, you idiots. And we'd like to share our plans on what's coming next. I mean, this is absolutely disgusting. I mean, you know, as of yesterday, they're talking about, you know, the patch. They just released a new patch, 1.32.1. And some of the things in here, okay? Campaign. Let's just look at what they're saying they're fixing. Players should no longer be met with defeat screen after loading into a mission. That's like a table stakes bug that should never have shipped. Audio levels for some dialogue have been adjusted. Animation triggers and cameras for cutscenes have been tweaked. Disconnecting or logging out will no longer change the save file folder. Jeez. Did you even QA this game? Bruh. Do you even QA, bruh? And by the way, I don't place much of the blame on the developers here or the QA team, because I am of the mindset that they probably did their job. They probably did the best they could given the window they had, and they knew that this thing was going to be a mess. But they're not the ones that decided to cram it out. They fixed a number of issues that would block progression and not give credit for completing missions, another ridiculous bug. Custom games. Multi-board should no longer crash custom games. Oh, wow, thanks. See, this is the great thing. This is like everything that they've put in this patch is Blizzard acknowledgement of a bug. You know, so when you look through this, you get to see the true scale of everything that was completely screwed up. Joining lobbies for the same map no longer creates duplicate versions of the map. Gameplay. The rendering of Classic Mode has been updated. Resolved an issue with hitching when constructing buildings or training units for the first time. Fixed ziggurat upgrade animation in Reforged mode. Adjusted animations and portraits for multiple units. Units completing training while off screen again have voices. That's another ridiculous bug. Starting locations are again obscured by the fog. Interface. Whispers now include the name of the sender. How is that not in there? You just get an anonymous whisper?
Hello, Homer, my arch nemesis.
Yellow.
You do realize who this is?
Marge?
No, Homer, I'm not your wife.
Locale settings for audio and subtitles can now be adjusted independently in Battle.net prior to launching the game. Non-Latin glyphs are no longer overlapped. A tooltip now displays when hovering over truncated text. Chat keeps up with the latest message. You know, I struggle to feel bad for Jalen Brack, multi-millionaire, who stood on stage and said that every voice matters while wearing a pride pin, but still upheld the ban on Blitzchung. It's ridiculous. That was obviously, you know, they're just bowing to their Chinese overlords, and I'll never forget that. Now, does that mean I'll never play another Blizzard game? I don't know. Who can say what the future will hold? But to me, giving Blizzard more money at this point feels futile. However, there is some value in complaining as a customer versus complaining as a non-customer, which is what they'll do to minimize everybody's complaints. And if we look at the latest Metacritic for Warcraft 3, I wonder, could it possibly get any lower? That's the question. Can we get lower than 0.5? And I don't think we can. I don't think the game is a 0.5. The game is probably a 5 or a 6 out of 10, but that's still completely unacceptable from Blizzard, and they're getting every bit of backlash they deserve. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. So Blizzard sent me an email asking for some feedback, and it reads, Blizzard Entertainment is constantly listening to its players to improve our games. Well, maybe if you delivered a better product up front, you wouldn't be constantly listening. Well, whatever. Okay. Events, merchandise, and services. Please take this quick survey, in which should only take about 10 minutes. We value your feedback and appreciate your time in helping us understand the players better. You can participate this PC on your PC or mobile device. The response you provide will be anonymous. Okay, so all right, well, good. Let's actually take a look at the survey here, right? Greetings, traveler. Yes, okay, I can agree. Let's take a look at just some of the questions they ask, all right? Because, you know, yes, I already agreed. Let's see. If any, which if any, are following games you heard of before today? Please select all that have applied. All right, well, okay, it doesn't really, we'll say Diablo 3, there, okay. Wait, what? I've got to answer all of this? You've got to answer, oh, World of Warcraft, I guess I've heard of that. Okay, we'll just do this. Besides the titles we just asked you about, what other video games are you currently playing? Please consider PC, console, and mobile. I'll say mostly porn games.
Nice.
Which of the following games do you currently have? I mean, what is this about? Yes, I only have Google Stadia.
Forget games, just your downloads.
Yep. Here we go. Now I'd like to ask you some specific questions about how you learned or heard about Warcraft 3 Reforged. In which of the following ways did you hear of Warcraft 3? A BlizzCon, right? Okay, we'll do that. How influential was each source when you deciding on whether or not to buy Warcraft? Videos on Warcraft Reforged YouTube channel. Very. Billboards. No. Game coverage. News discussion websites. IGN, Kotaku. Not influential at all. Conversation with friends. Very influential. Game coverage of PAX. Don't care about PAX. Don't care about official. Live streams. No. No. How come YouTubers aren't on here? Oh, YouTube. Very influential. Podcast. No. 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 So let's get to the nitty gritty here. Which of these official Warcraft 3 Reforged banner advertisements have you seen? None. Which of these Reforged banner advertisements have you seen? Please select all that apply. Also none. So they're more concerned about which of their marketing is working better, right? Is that what this is? They want to know. They want to know how their marketing worked in a time in which the game is absolutely falling apart. Below are several screenshots. Do you recall seeing this trailer before the game? Yes. All they care about is marketing. And to send us to, please tell us what made you most interested in playing Warcraft 3. It actually working. I think that's probably a strong. So they just sent out this ridiculous marketing survey instead of spending time. How satisfied are you with Warcraft 3? Very dissatisfied. In a sense or two, please tell us why you are dissatisfied. You lied. Okay, that's good. How well do you feel Warcraft 3 met? Below my expectations. How important are the following? Okay, alright. Sure. I mean, everything about the game is obviously pretty important. 4 diverse races. Oh, very important. Updated cutscenes, very important. It's all very important. Why wouldn't it all be very important? These things are all just features of the game. How satisfied are you with each of the following features? Dissatisfied, dissatisfied, champions, no. For diverse races, okay, fine. Updated cutscenes, nope. User interface, nope. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Modern multiplayer matchmaking, that's good. Hero-centric gameplay, sure. Rebalanced gameplay, no. I'm not satisfied with that. Hero abilities, yeah, sure. Instant access to Warcraft 3 Classic, well, it's broken. Very dissatisfied with that. How much longer to expect to play Warcraft 3 Reforged? Less than 30 days. Are any of the following reasons why you may not continue? I'm not enjoying it. Too many technical problems. That's what we want. Lastly, we'd like to ask you a demographic question. What? I'm gender non-conforming, obviously. How old am I? Alright, 25, 34, sure. Oh, that's it. What? What? They asked my... What? Well, that's a ridiculous marketing survey to be sending out in the middle of what can only be described as a debacle.